Hi, my name is Mike, and I'm making this video to demonstrate some of the new features of the StreetEagle 8 Professional desktop application, StreetEagle Mobile, and the SE utility. First, users familiar with the previous version will notice that the default interface is now Google Maps instead of MapPoint. This allows you to take advantage of all of the standard Google Maps features, including satellite view, the real-time traffic, and Street View. And to exit out of Street View, just hit the close button. Then you can reopen the maps from the Maps menu and selecting Google Maps. You don't have to close and restart the application. One of the new features our dispatchers were most excited about was the File Find Nearest function. This allows you to put in any address and find the nearest service trucks to that address. So for example, if you had a customer call in who needed emergency service, you could find the nearest truck to that address. You could even pull up the traffic and give the customer a very good estimate about when they might expect service. Find Nearest can also be used to locate the nearest truck to another truck. So you would just when you select one from the drop down and do the search, it'll give you a list of all the nearest trucks. This could be useful if we had a truck breakdown and needed to get another truck to that site quickly, or if a pump went out, etc. Another new feature is the status monitor, which is accessed by pressing the 6th button on this row of buttons on the main control panel. This gives you a quick summary of all your trucks and their locations and most recent statuses. This is pretty late when I'm recording this. Most of our trucks are just showing up here in our yard. Another function that's been updated is the Groups Manager, which is accessed by going to File, Groups Manager. This allows you to create custom groups such as by truck type, or if you're a project manager working with a specific group of trucks during an event, you could create a group of only those trucks. And this is also accessible through the mobile application, so you could view your group of trucks while you were out in the field. And here was just one that we created the other day. Is a group of just the P&D trucks. Many of the other features remain the same. For example, you can still right-click on a truck to follow it, view its history, send it a quick job or a message. Another feature that has been updated is the reports, which is accessed with this top button. And most of the reports are still the same. We can always contact StreetEagle if we'd like another report that's not included on this list. One thing that has been updated under a new feature in the new version is the ability to auto schedule a report. And this would allow you to create a report that you send. You can select the file type, the contact, the email schedule, the time, and this report would automatically be emailed to you. It's pretty similar to how we're doing Perry's SQL reports, if you're familiar with those. New to the desktop application is the bug reporting system. If you encounter an issue or wish to request a new feature, you do it here under the Help Report an Issue option. This will go right into their ticketing system. You would fill out this web form, put in your contact information, and describe the problem or feature you'd like to request, and then submit that to them. And the developers do like receiving feedback, so feel free to make use of this. The last new feature of the desktop application I wanted to go over is the Route Manager, which is accessed through the Dispatch button. And you can use Route Manager to send a route directly to a user's tablet or mobile phone by selecting the route, and as you can see, this is just a pretty basic route that I created earlier. And then you would select who you want to send it to. And hit send. So currently this feature only sends routes designed in StreetEagle, such as this little route I created here. However, in the future, this option could be expanded to be able to send a route designed in ServMan directly to a user's mobile device rather than through a Garmin. So we could hit send in ServMan and have it go through the StreetEagle servers, and rather than going to a Garmin, it would go directly to a user's phone or tablet. And that concludes the desktop portion of this video. We'll now switch to the mobile portion. Hi, welcome to the second half of my training video on the new StreetEagle software. In this half, I will be going over the features of StreetEagle Mobile as well as the StreetEagle utility. StreetEagle Mobile, as many of you already know, is very similar to the StreetEagle desktop application. It gives you the same access to Google Maps and the real-time positioning data on all of our fleet, which at this time of night, most of our fleet is here at our yard. And you can use a regular Street View map. You can switch that to satellite map. You can turn on the real-time traffic information. This app is frequently updated. I'm testing it on December 19th. If you should happen to be testing it at a later date and notice that it looks different, it might be because of a update. On the left-hand side is a menu featuring map options, status report, controls, history, dispatch, alerts, settings, about, and log out. Map will take you back to the map. Status report is the same as the status report on the desktop application. Gives you an at-a-glance view of all of the most recent statuses on all of your vehicles. Controls for vehicles, if we had any vehicles that were equipped with this, would allow you to lock doors, unlock doors, etc. History will give you the history of any particular vehicle. You can change what day you're viewing the history. try to find one that might have gone out today. Performance on this depends on the speed of your wireless connection. If you're connected to Wi-Fi, it'll go a little bit faster. If you're out in the field relying on 4G or a 3G connection, it could take a little longer to load. And also a long vehicle history. So here we have the vehicle history for DJ58 for today, and it looks like he had a pretty extensive route. This would allow you to step through his route, a stop at a time, or you could click on any one of those, any one of these points, and get details on that. Dispatch is similar to the dispatch tool in the new StreetEagle desktop application. You can send a job to a vehicle. You could send a message to the vehicle. If you send a job, it allows you to put a job name, notes, select a location, and then you can send that to a vehicle. With that, I don't think we will use many of these other features, but just it is a very convenient tool to have this on your phone, especially if you were working in the field and you needed to get real-time positioning updates on any of your trucks, or if you're away from your desk and you needed to get that information. The other component of the StreetEagle mobile platform is StreetEagle Utility. And this allows you to receive routes, run routes, scan assets. You'll recall one of the last things I did on the desktop application was to send myself a route. So now here on my mobile device, you'll see I actually have a notification at the top that states that I have new jobs and messages right here in my notifications. So if I go over to the dispatch tab, and I can click on jobs, and I can see a list of all of my jobs. I can hit go, and that will prompt me to use one of my navigation apps to get turn-by-turn directions and navigate to that stop. I can set the status on that stop, cannot service, completed, en route, etc. I can add notes about a particular stop if there was any notes that I needed to add. I can view by completed, not completed. I could delete the stops. And this is reflected on the desktop application as well. We'll go over to that in just a minute. The other function of this software is to scan assets. So for example, if I were to, I can scan a barcode, or I can scan a NFC tag, and we'll just do a barcode. So I just scan the barcode for a unit, and I can say what is the service performed, picked up, delivery, service, inspect, cannot service, and these are all customizable. If I have any notes that I need to add about that particular service, I can add those in the notes field. I can send it back, I can map it. Let's go ahead and send it back, and then just to show you what the map looks like as well. Here's the map showing that unit that I just scanned, and it shows the last scanned activity. I can view a history of all of my scanned activities and what service I performed. So for example, I can see there's the most recent scan. I scanned that ID, and this is the location. This is what I did there. I think I had it set to picked up, and it says it's picked up by me. Additionally, some functions of this software similar to what we already do on the Garmin's. It allows you to send messages back and forth. You can update your status, your vehicle ID. You can clock in, clock out, set yourself to be on break en route. And that's the basics of the SE utility. Again, this software is in a very, very fast development cycle at this time, with frequent updates to add new features to it. The developers are very responsive, so if we have any issues with it, we should be able to get very quick changes, or if we have any features we'd like to see added to it. It's pretty straightforward. I feel like it would be very easy for our drivers to use this in the field, as far as getting directions, marking jobs as complete, scanning assets, whether they're for service or pickup, delivery, etc. It's already designed to support either barcodes or NFC tags should we invest in this for our units in the future. And that's the basics of the SE utility. The last two things I wanted to show you are back here on the desktop. The first is the dispatch mailbox job status, and this is reflecting the information that I just entered on the SE utility on my mobile device. It shows the stop information and read completed, in transit, similar information to what we're getting now. It's showing it in Street Eagle now. This could be adapted to show in ServMan the same way as we're using the Garmin's now. And the final piece is the scanned assets. You can see those items show up on the map. We started naming a couple of them yesterday, but the barcode that I scanned on my mobile device shows on the map. It shows when I scanned it, the ID, the approximate address, and if there's any geocoding associated with that location, it'll give it the name of that location as well. This concludes my training video. I hope you found it informative and helpful, and feel free to ask any questions. Thank you.